Kopi Luwak is the world's most expensive coffee. The main factor of its high price is the uncommon method of producing such a coffee. The short supply in comparison with the high demand, the different taste and the uncommon production methods define the value of Kopi Luwak, the world's most expensive coffee. In this video, we will tell you everything about this rare coffee you need to know. Make sure you watch till end. Welcome to Culinary News, the place where all the chefs, restaurateurs and other hospitality professionals come to get inspired and updated. If you are not subscribed yet, you are missing out. The civet, a raccoon-like nocturnal mammal native to tropical forests of Asia, was once considered a pest in the urban areas of Indonesia. The small creature would enrage locals by climbing on buildings at night and making too much noise, then leaving droppings in populated areas for people to step in the next morning. Things changed, however, when civet dung became a very valuable commodity. One of the most expensive coffees in the world, Kopi Luwak, comes from the civet droppings, making the civets much more of an asset than a nuisance. What is Kopi Luwak? To understand Kopi Luwak coffee, the shockingly expensive brew made from civet poop, you first have to understand coffee plants. The coffee beans we grind to make coffee are not actually beans at all. They are seeds. These seeds come from the round reddish berries of the coffee plant, a tropical shrub native to Asia and Africa. Sometimes called coffee cherries, these berries are sweet and, like their seeds, highly caffeinated. Civets prowl the forest of Indonesia and eat the coffee cherries, seeds and all. While their digestive systems break down the flesh of berries, they can't process the seeds. Those come out undigested in the civet's dropping. The coffee beans are then harvested from the scat, washed, roasted, ground and brewed. The result is one of the most expensive coffee beans in the world, costing an astonishing $400 to $700 per kilogram. How do they make Kopi Luwak? Collectors gather the civet excretion, remove the beans, wash them well, and then air dry them. Once the thin outer skin on the beans is removed, they are sorted and stored for roasting. Let's go back to history and find out whose idea was civet coffee. So whose idea was it to harvest undigested coffee beans from civet droppings? The origin of Kopi Luwak dates back to colonial Indonesia, where indigenous farmers worked Dutch coffee plantation. In the 1800s, the popularity of coffee was growing rapidly. To meet the increased demand, the Dutch banned Indonesian farmers from producing or selling the beans for local markets. Harvesting the beans from civet droppings was a way around the colonizer prohibition. The Dutch didn't have a monopoly on animal dung. The Indonesian farmers found that the undigested seeds that clustered in civet droppings were already relatively clean. They were protected by a lingering layer of the coffee berry called the endocarp. If they washed and roasted the seeds, further minimizing the chances of encountering bacteria from the civet's digestive tract, the result was a delicious aromatic brew that quickly became popular on the islands. Now let's compare Kopi Luwak with regular coffee. Those who say Kopi Luwak is superior to run-of-the-mill coffee point to two factors that distinguish it, though not everyone finds their evidence compelling. The first is choice. The civets who eat the coffee plant berries are very choosy. They select the ripest and best of the berries to eat, which means the seeds are of better quality than those people harvest. Then there's the chemical changes the seeds undergo in the civet's digestive tract. The civet's stomach enzyme seep into the coffee beans during digestion, altering their flavor by further breaking down the bean's protein. Since they spend a day and a half to 2 days inside the civet, they also undergo a kind of malting process. The seeds begin to germinate. Malting makes the plant a little sweeter. The result is a smooth coffee with a unique taste that's substantially less bitter than most brews and has a special pleasant aroma. Scientifically, there is a little question that the coffee is chemically a little different, but how noticeable is that difference, and is it a positive one? Coffee connoisseurs around the world disagree, and for every expert who extols the virtue of civet coffee, there's another telling consumers not to believe the hype. Ethical problems with Kopi Luwak. Instead of exterminating them, farmers now entrap civets and keep them in cages on coffee plantations, both for easier Kopi Luwak coffee production and to attract tourists who come from all over the world to encounter native wildlife. These animals are often left in dismal conditions, forced to pace urine-soaked wire cages that are neither sanitary nor comfortable for the animal to live in. Furthermore, to increase the number of seeds in the animal droppings, farmers often feed captive civets only coffee cherries instead of varied diet they eat in the wild, which includes insects and small reptiles. These living conditions have a negative impact on the enclosed civets, causing stress, illness, and a higher mortality rate among the animals. The advent of farmed civet coffee hasn't been bad news for only civets though. Coffee connoisseur says harvesting beans from captive civets can also have an impact on the quality of the rare coffee itself. Why some of world's most expensive coffee is selling for less? Farmed Kopi Luwak is considered lower grade than the kind produced from beans found in the wild, which can go for as much as $700 per kilogram. The quality issues and the dramatic price difference stem from the fact that farming undermines part of the rationale behind Kopi Luwak's success, that civet choose better cherries than people do. If the civets who produce Kopi Luwak coffee are fed human picked cherries in captivity, they are not selecting the berries like they do in the wild, which makes for a less successful brew. What's more, coffee connoisseur says the stress felt by animals in poor living conditions affect their digestive system and by extension, the quality of the coffee. This exploitation of the civet has led to some backlash, with animal welfare organizations encouraging people to only buy Kopi Luwak that comes from the dropping of wild civet. The problem with this, however, is that there is currently no way to verify where civet coffee beans come from when they are imported, so it's not possible to verify whether your expensive Kopi Luwak coffee is truly coming from wild civets or not. In light of the price hike associated with wild civet poop coffee, there is a strong motive for sellers to fib. And here we are at the end of our video. Let us know in comments if you ever wish to drink this super expensive coffee. Thank you for watching this video till end. Make sure to like and subscribe so that you never miss an update. We also handpicked this video which we recommend to watch next. You can talk to us on all social media platforms, and don't forget to read latest news and stories on our website culinarynewsworld.com. Thank you again for watching this video, and we will see you soon.